Yes, guys. So I'm here with three creatives here in Grande Prairie. I'm just gonna ask you guys quickly to introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Jamin.
And what do you do, Jamin?
I'm a freelance videographer working with other businesses in town.
What's your Instagram?
Jamincreates, so Jamin creates.
And how long have you lived in Grande Prairie?
Born and raised here, so just about 21 years.
One of the unicorns. You
Yeah.
guys are so far and few in between,
Yeah.
man. It's not even funny.
That's awesome.
What keeps you in Grande Prairie?
It feels like home. I know so many people here, and so it's like when I go through the city, it's like not even thinking twice about it. I don't know. I love it here.
Why should somebody move to Grande Prairie?
Lots of work, good people.
Good people.
Yeah.
Amazing. And we are gonna go right over to this beautiful lady. What's your name, please, and what do you do?
Sarah, I work at Community Futures and I also um, own a small media company with my friend here.
Are you on Instagram?
Yep.
What's the name?
Northern Creative Media.
Guys, go and check out that Northern Creative Media. Give her a follow. Say, hey, the Anderson sent you, okay? Now tell me, how long have you lived in Grande Prairie?
My whole life.
Another one. Another one. Another one. And what would you say is the best thing about living in Grande Prairie?
I would say the people, just like the community feel. Yeah.
And would you ever leave Grande Prairie, or have you ever thought about leaving Grande Prairie for somewhere else?
Well, I left for like a few years to go to school, but I came back because family and friends.
Now, last question is, why should somebody move to Grande Prairie?
Well, we're awesome. So,
Not a lady of many words. We're awesome. Come on over. And we'll go over here. I'm sorry, what's your name and what do you do?
I'm Jamie Cozy. I work in the events and entertainment and city with the city of Grande Prairie here, and I own a media business with my friend Sarah here.
Awesome. And are you also born and bred in Grande Prairie?
No, I'm from Dawson Creek nearby, and I've been in and out of Alberta and BC.
The big city of Dawson Creek. Absolutely. So, what brought you to Grande Prairie?
I came back to have my kids after being in Lethbridge for school, and yeah, I've been here since then, just with family friends.
And I'm gonna ask you a different question. Have you been to M3M Studios before?
No, just stopping in today to check it all out.
So, what are your honest reactions so far of the studio?
Sorry, is that?
What is your honest reaction so far of the studio?
Oh, it looks great. I just peeking into the podcast studio there. And yeah, it's a nice open, bright studio. Very welcoming.
Awesome. And tell me a little bit about your media company that you guys do together.
Mostly I've practiced in logo design, but we are starting to branch out into social media creation for trying to get some people's ideas out and help them advertise, help them get their tighten up their graphics and their marketing.
Well, that's amazing, actually. And social media is also one of my passion. So I think it's very important to have that being done. So congrats, ladies, and you guys go and follow them, okay? Run up those numbers. Thank you so much, guys.
Oh, are we on video now?
We are on video now. Hey, guys, I saw this guy. He's not only handsome, but he's extremely tall, right?
Thank goodness you have your glasses on. Thank goodness, Dems.
So this is Riley. Riley's actually a good friend of mine. Riley, I'm gonna ask you just a couple questions. First thing, your name is Riley, of course, but what do you do?
I own a video production business,
What's the name?
FlareVisual Productions.
So are you on Instagram, Facebook, all those things?
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the fun stuff.
So guys, go and check it out. FlareVisuals, right? So Riley, have you always been in Grande Prairie?
Born and raised, unfortunately, but in a good way.
What keeps you in Grande Prairie?
Honestly, the connections and most importantly, my family, I would say. As I get older, I kind of appreciate everything is only a 10, 15-minute drive away maximum in the city, for sure.
So have you ever thought about moving out of Grande Prairie? Don't lie, no, I know.
Oh, yeah, I know Dems knows this answer. Don't get me wrong. Dems definitely knows this answer. Of course, I think everyone does want to spread their wings and leave, and who knows what the future holds. But at the moment, I'm very content where I'm at, for sure.
Absolutely. Now tell me a little bit about Flare Visuals. What is it that you do?
Well, Flare Visuals ultimately started when I bought a Sony camera a little while ago. Told my parents I made a $4,000 investment, and they were a little bit uneasy about that. Fast forward down the road, photography, and then I started video production, and ultimately that's kind of where I'm at, just helping small businesses grow their social media content.
And would you say Grand Prairie is a good place to do a type of business like that?
Oh, I love this question because this answer is going to be it's coming. It's not, honestly, Grand Prairie, I feel like, is definitely, how should I say, trying to capitalize their social platforms. But ultimately, it's myself, Jamin, Mariah's jobs to really show businesses the importance of social media and stuff. So I feel like it's going to be a lot better in the future, but right now we're just trying to grow it.
Yeah. And in case you guys are wondering, Riley's my long lost cousin from another mother.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't even tell. Like, you think
Yeah.
we're related. Honestly, it's unbelievable. You really think we're
Good to
related.
see you, bro.
Of course, of course.
Respect.
Okay,
Okay, so I'm here with Doug. Doug, tell me, what is it that you do?
I have my own podcast called the Peace Country Podcast.
Okay. Are you on Instagram, Facebook, those things?
I'm on Facebook.
What's the name of the podcast?
Peace Country Podcast.
Guys, go and check out Peace Country Podcast. And what is it that you talk about mostly?
I just try to support local businesses, charities, and that type of thing. We do a whole segment called upcoming events, where we talk about upcoming events coming around peace.
So, question: have you always been in Grand Prairie, or did you move to Grand Prairie from somewhere?
I've been here since about '08. Came from the East Coast, so
East Coast. Alrighty. So, what do you think about Grand Prairie so far that you've been here?
well, I'm pretty much calling it home now. I love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Would you say Grand? You did you say you love the weather?
Yeah, I love the long summers.
Oh, the long summers, not the winter.
No, the winters are a little long, but come on, you gotta take the good with the bad here.
Gotcha. Now, would you encourage anybody else to move to Grand Prairie? And if so, why?
Uh, Freedom with money definitely is really what brought me here was the better money for the family and that type of thing.
And tell me now, you've been doing this podcast for how long?
About 6 months.
And how do you like it?
I love it.
Love
No,
it.
yeah,
Is it something you see yourself doing full time or just part time for now?
yeah, that'd be nice. Get the oil patch. Yeah, I can see that.
So guys, definitely go and check it out, right? I'll drop all the names on the screen right here. I'm the Andersons, by the way. Right? We're on YouTube. Go and follow us as well. Right? Love this Mitchell. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
It was just a long day. It was a long day outside.
Gotcha. So guys, I'm here with what I would consider to be the most influential person in Grand Prairie. So I'm here with
Erica Fisher.
and Erica. What is it that you do?
That's a really big question, but I suppose you could call me a content creator of sorts.
So when we just came to Grand Prairie and we found our favorite radio station, Erica was on that station, and then we got glued to the station because of Erica. So she was what I would call my radio crush. No offense, my wife is video and she understands. She's what I'd call my radio crush. I fell in love with her voice before I even saw her. Am I lying, Max? No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. So Erica, tell me, what are you from Grand Prairie initially, or did you move here?
No, I'm not from Grande Prairie. I moved here about 10 and a half years ago for radio. And honestly, I came with the 2 year plan like everyone else, but I fell in love with the community. I fell in love with the opportunities in the community, and I fell in love with the ability to do the kind of things that I want to see. I really see that there's a lot of potential for if you don't see something happening in your community, you can go and do that. You can find like minded people, and that's what I've been able to do. And so it's going to be really hard to leave Grande Prairie at this point.
Absolutely, and I'm stuck here too, so I understand. Now tell me, why should somebody move to Grand Prairie?
I think that if someone is looking for a community that's very young, right, we're the youngest community in Canada, if they're looking for somewhere where being creative, being an entrepreneur is really encouraged, and where you're looking for really like minded people, I think this is it. Plus, I mean, it doesn't hurt that it's much more affordable than a lot of places to live. And the winters aren't as bad as everyone makes them out to be.
They're bad, but they're pretty bad, but not that bad. I understand.
Not as bad as a lot of people think they are. And so I think there's just a ton of opportunity. Whether you are a young person, a single person, or maybe you're coming with a family, I really think there's a lot of opportunities to really excel here.
And this is not your first time coming to M3M Studios. Now, what's your feedback? What do you think about the studio so far?
I think I'm just so grateful to have somewhere where you don't have to be affiliated with a specific company. You can just come and do it. So I've done things like voiceovers for businesses that have wanted to hire me just for voiceovers. I could do commercials. I could come here and get a headshot done. I think it's just kind of nice to have a central place where everything is accessible to you. And especially if you're trying to save some money, you can book your space, but you're not worried about paying someone else for it. And I really appreciate that.
Okay, and who would you like to shout out? Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my.
Can I shamelessly shout out to everyone who's on the Grand Prairie Pride Society board? The last week has been pretty insane. The last few months have been insane planning everything for Pride this year. And so I'm really grateful to have them. Their help makes sure that I can do other fun things in my life.
Sweet. And you guys did that sidewalk today. How was
We
it?
did the sidewalk today. It was fantastic. A little windy, but if it's not wind, then it's
A lot windy, a lot windy.
and this year we got to do two sidewalks in the same location. I just popped by it at the end of the day today. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm super excited about it. And it's so nice to have everyone come together.
Sweet. And I second that. Now we're gonna chat with Josh a little bit. Are you from Grand Prairie?
I am not. No,
Where did you move from?
I moved from Chetwynd, BC.
What brought you to Grand Prairie?
Um, my uh, a lot of things. Art brought me to Grand Prairie. Wanting to create a life for myself, pretty much.
So when you say art, are you an artist?
Yeah.
Shout out your talent, man. Shout out your platform. Come on now.
Well, I am a drag performer and entertainer. Here in Grand Prairie. So I just do shows around town and kind of volunteer my time, whether it's paid shows or volunteer. I'll do it no matter what. I love doing drag. It's a form of kind of my artistic expression off the paper.
Gotcha. So is Grand Prairie your home for now, or are you one of those persons? I can't wait to get out of here.
You know what? Kind of what Erica said. It's kind of hard to leave Grand Prairie once you kind of get in it. But honestly, I think this is my home for right now.
And why should somebody move to Grand Prairie?
Um, there's a lot. There's a lot that people don't see in Grand Prairie that they kind of miss out on. You kind of have to look for it, but it's there. Where there's a lot of diversity and a lot of talented people here.
Yeah. 100%. You know what? Appreciate you. 100%. Can I get a hug? So, guys, I I have these two beautiful ladies right here, and we're gonna be talking with them a little bit. First question is, what is your name? Don't say damn it, Janet. I know what your name is, but what's your name for the audience, and what do you do?
My name is Janet Kendrick. I'm a facilitator and an author. I'm publishing my first solo book in 2 weeks.
That's amazing. What's the name of the book?
Heal Your Money, Heal Your Life. It's a healing guide for freedom seekers.
Is it more like a financial book, or just like what type of book is it?
It's a healing book to find happiness, healthy relationships, and financial freedom.
And where will it be available?
Oh, it's going to be Amazon. Um, oh my goodness, like Sparks, Ingram and Sparks. So internationally, any book.
I'm gonna need a copy because I think I need some healing. All right. But Janet, tell me a little bit. Have you always been in Grand Prairie?
Uh, about 20 years I've been in. I'm originally from Newfoundland, but I've been in Alberta probably 23 years in total.
Did you kiss a fish?
No, I did not kiss a
Oh, you
fish.
did not have to kiss
That's
a
only
fish.
like honorary Newfoundlanders. If you go to Newfoundland, you have to kiss the fish.
Gotcha. Now tell me, what keeps you in Grand Prairie?
I have family here, 3 daughters. Yeah.
And what do you think about Grand Prairie?
I like Grand Prairie. What I like most is the community of Grand Prairie.
Is it somewhere that you see like yourself being like like for the rest of your life, or is it a case where you can't wait to get out of here?
No, you know what? My children are here. My oldest is a teacher, so maybe someday grandchildren. So I don't like family is really important value, and I also work as a public educator at PACE,
Okay.
which is a community support center for trauma and sexual assault. So I see myself being there and growing as a facilitator there as well. So I do
Well,
see myself here.
well, actually, it's the first time meeting you, and it's really amazing to meet you ladies both, actually. And I think that we are here quite a lot. What brought you to M3M Studios tonight?
Well, I know Mariah personally, and I haven't had the chance to come here yet, so I had to come.
So now that you're here, what do you think about the studio?
I think it's gorgeous. Yeah. It's awesome.
Maria, did you hear that? Your studio is gorgeous. It's approved by Janet. 100%. Well, thank you for chatting with me. Absolutely. And I'm gonna just shift the mic over here too.
Darla Dawn,
And Darla Don, what do you do?
what do I do? Oh my goodness, you don't have enough airtime for me to tell you that. No, okay, let's just broaden it and say I'm creative. I do creative things. I'm an artist, I'm a writer, and now I'm a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
That's amazing. But what type of films do you focus on really, or is it just general?
Well, I don't know. I guess the film that I did make was based on a true experience. It's human encounters and just human nature and making assumptions about people that don't always pan out, you
That's
know?
right. And is this available? Where is this available? If I want to watch it, where can I go and watch it?
It will be available on a YouTube channel called Empowered Filmmaking.
Empowered Filmmaking. Let's take a pause right there. If you guys are watching this, go and check out Empowered Filmmaking on YouTube. Give her a subscribe and comment and say the Anderson sent you. Okay? Really appreciate it. Now, tell me, have you been in Grand Prairie all your life?
Well, I've been in surrounding areas. I've been up north since I was 18. I lived at a community called Good Fair. And then now I live in Sexsmith. And before I lived in Grand Prairie for 13 years. Yeah.
Why should somebody move to Grand Prairie?
Why should someone move to Grand Prairie? Um, it's got so many unique features. Well, we have Prima, a filmmaking group. We have great theater. We have beautiful art gallery. Lots of surrounding areas, like lots of places to go see. Plaskin Hills, Saskatoon Mountain. Unique history, very very old history, and the people are really friendly, very very creative, very just why not come, right?
Yeah, and I second everything that is just said. And as a creative yourself, is it would you consider Grand Prairie a good industry for other creatives, i.e., filmmakers?
Absolutely, absolutely, very supportive. Just coming to the meeting tonight. I belong to Prima for a few years now, and it's just it's supportive. And um, the Friendship Center just had the empowered filmmakers come, and everybody always helps everybody else. If you need help, you don't have very far to look.
Well, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you
Nice to
talking with
meet
me.
you.
Name of my channel is The Andersons. Do you have your phone with you right now?
Not
Yes, guys. It's not every day you get to interview a business owner, let alone a young black entrepreneur in Grande Prairie, Alberta. So, of course, this has been done at M3M Studios, and we can't be going around talking to everyone and don't talk to the actual owner of M3M. So, first question is, what is your name and what is it that you do?
My name is Mariah Braun, and I am the CEO of M3M Marketing and M3M Studios.
Did you hear what she said? CEO? Take it easy. Now, Maria, tell me a little bit about your businesses.
Yeah, so M3M Marketing is a marketing agency in Grande Prairie, Alberta, and we do full service agency. So we do all marketing, full service marketing for small businesses, nonprofits, organizations. And then M3M Studios is designed for creative entrepreneurs to access a studio space at an affordable rate. Anybody from photographers, videographers, podcasters, voiceover artists, creative entrepreneurs as a whole. It's for them to utilize so that they don't have to spend all that money on their own studio. And just
I know, I know. Now, what motivated you to start this business, specifically M3M Studio?
Yeah, the studio was because I had a challenge with doing a voiceover, and I had an office space in the 214 place, and it was noisy from the other business that I was sharing the space with. The air conditioning's blowing. I just needed like a 30-second voiceover read, and I was like, it'd be wonderful if we could just go somewhere and record a little bit of content, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, you wouldn't stop there. You would get photography spaces and a podcast room, and then this just happened somehow.
No, you got a full cyclorama wall and all those lovely things. Now, you've been doing this business for a while. It's great, by the way, guys. I use this for my podcast. So whenever you see that good light on my skin, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. And we're doing this mixture that you try to do once a month, once every 2 months. Why do you do like mixtures like these?
Well, I think it's tremendously important that the creative industry connect and network. There's a lot of crossover between our creative disciplines, and it's great to have these talents connect and collaborate. So we want to facilitate that. We want to help the creative industry grow in northwestern Alberta and facilitate things like this so it can.
And actually, this has allowed us to meet a lot of people as well. And always have food, which is my favorite as well, right? Now, Maria, like we talk about the business, but let's talk a little bit about you. Have you always been in Grand Prairie?
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Grande Prairie. I went away for a couple years just to see what it would be like somewhere else, and I have to say I really did miss it. I missed home. I missed my friends, my family, and I came back, and boom, you get a job the next day, right? Like it's just so quick. Whereas the place that I lived in BC, it was like fighting over like a minimum wage job, right?
You're like, I'm not about to do that. I'm going back to my safe haven. No, why should somebody move to Grand Prairie?
I think there's a certain warmth.
Mhm.
When you get to know the community and you get to be part of it, you just feel that heartbeat. I don't even know what else to like say about it. Is you just have to come experience it for yourself. Do not listen to the stereotypes out there, okay? It's just complete trash, in my opinion. Grand Prairie is a great place to grow a business, start a family, live, have a great quality of life. Come here and experience it yourself.
Absolutely. Now give a shout out. Who would you like to shout out? They're watching.
My team, because without my amazing team, this whole event would not happen. So thank you to all of them because they put in a lot of hard work to make this happen today.
And even though you're thanking the team, I want to take the opportunity to thank you for coming up with this concept because, like, uh, if this wasn't available, probably our own podcast wouldn't be as off the ground as it is. So having a facility like this really helped us out a lot. So thank you for using that beautiful brain of yours to create this concept. It really is valuable and we appreciate it. All right. So even though you're thanking your team, we're thanking you.
Well, can I give you a shout out? Because seeing you guys use the studio, it really does like I don't know. It makes my dreams come true, and it really means a lot to me. And to see somebody use it when the hard days come up,
Yeah.
it's like okay, this is why I'm doing it. It's worth it. Keep going. Keep pushing.
Yeah. You better not stop. Now let's talk about that aunt of yours.
No,
No, no, no, no. Okay, okay. Like, okay. So, guys, I'm here with three lovely ladies, but more so the newly proclaimed lemonade champion of Grand Prairie. My first question is, what's your name and what is it that you do?
My name's Grace. I'm the project assistant here at MPR Marketing, and then I'm a student at college. And in the summers when I don't have classes, I also work as an entrepreneurship coordinator at Community Futures.
Where do you find the time?
I don't do anything else.
And what's your name and what is it that you do?
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm just finishing up my last year at U of A. I'm a graphic designer.
And what's your name and what is it that you do?
I'm Kirsty. I'm a studio rep here at the studio, and I'm graduating this year from the college.
Get it, get it, get it, get it. What's your name and what do you do?
I'm Mackenzie, and I'm an intern here at M3M Marketing.
Okay, no, I'm gonna go to you. Okay, Miss Graphic Designer. Is this something that you've always wanted to do, or is this just something like a means to an end?
Well, I think that it's like a good compromise, or maybe I shouldn't say compromise, but it's a good mix between fine arts for me and the business aspect of marketing. And so I think like using my fine arts experience, I could really like contribute that to my graphic design practice as a whole.
That's awesome. And we were talking earlier. You said you were born and bred in Grand Prairie. Congrats. You are so few. Now tell me, what keeps you in Grand Prairie?
Well, for right now, I guess my family and friends, and I really like the community here. It's a really nice place to grow up, and I've had a lot of good life experience here. And yeah, I think I want to bring that small town charm or something to Edmonton when I move away eventually. But I do really have a special place in my heart for Grand Prairie.
So a lot of persons will say there's nothing to do in Grand Prairie for young people. How would you counteract that?
Um, well, actually, there are things to do. I find like there is like, um, well, it's not the most popular thing to do, but we like to drive around a lot, and
You know what? You know what? That's kind of like painting a bad impression. There's other things to do than drive around.
it's true. Um, and just hang out with friends. I'm very much like very close with my friends. I'm a homebody. I like to hang out just and do like board games and stuff like that. I'm not like much of a partier per se, but
Now, in your own word, why should somebody move to Grand Prairie?
I think you should move to Grand Prairie because it's like a very close knit community. I think you're going to be right at home right away when you move here. I find like there's just like so much to learn and experience with each other, and I think like the community aspect is definitely like the number one thing being here.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. I'm a little bit thirsty. I feel for some lemonade. Okay, now you are also from Grand Prairie,
I am.
right? What keeps you in Grand Prairie?
Well, right now I'm staying here because of school, finishing up my degree. I love my jobs, both of them. I think they're super fun. All my friends are here. I've been friends with Rachel and our whole group of friends for almost 10 years, which is crazy.
So you're the friend who she hangs out with?
Yeah, we do more than drive around, okay? Listen, there's so much to do in Grand Prairie. We've got so many cool local restaurants, locally owned bars. We have a gorgeous art gallery. We have what I think is the coolest public library ever, and they are constantly running programs, daytime programs, evening programs. They have a billion clubs that meet there. If you want to start a club or a group, all you have to do is ask. They
Yeah.
love new things there. I think it's just a really fun city. There's always something unique and interesting, and there's not a lot of it's not like big chain things coming in. It's a lot of local energy and people starting things that they want to do here, that they want to see here. And I think that I just love the community here.
Yeah. That's good because we also love the community here. You mentioned that you work with M3M Studios as well. Now tell me, what would you say about M3M Studio as a whole? Like, why should somebody come here to get their creative stuff done?
I work on the marketing side. To be honest, that's my expertise.
Yeah.
Um,
So sell M3M Studios. Sell. You want to hold the mic? Sell. Go.
Okay. I think M3M Studios is super cool though. I love that we have a podcast room. I think the cyclorama wall is like a really cool feature. I don't know anywhere else that has it in Grand Prairie. There might be somewhere else. I might be wrong. I didn't even know what that was until Mariah was showing me the plans to build the studio, and I got to learn about how that works. Just last week, I learned how to use our photography backdrops and how to operate the audio mixer for the audio booth in the podcast room. I think that it's a really beginner friendly space. Like we have the tools and the space and the quality to make professional content, but we also have amazing people like Kirsty and Mariah that can help you. I could walk in here not knowing a thing about photography, videography, and come out with an awesome project at the end. I think that's what's cool about it.
That's amazing. Now, before I let you go, I wanted to talk about the huge thing that happened the other day, right? One of your initiatives was acknowledged by the mayor of Grand Prairie. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
I am so passionate about Lemonade Day. I would love to talk about Lemonade Day.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lemonade Day, we've been doing it in Grand Prairie since 2019, but it's existed all over Canada and in the States for a lot longer than that. It started in Austin, Texas. And basically, it's for kids all the way from kindergarten to high school. We bring them in, we sit them down, and we do what we call Lemmy University. It's a training session. It takes about an hour. We walk them through all the basics of what it means to be an entrepreneur, how to set profit goals. We teach them to spend some, save some, and share some. They basically create a whole mini business plan. They have to come up with a budget. They do cash flow projections. They create a marketing plan. They develop their recipe. They break down the cost per cup. They have to get an actual investor and make an investment agreement with an adult. So when their parent goes and pays for the ingredients for their lemonade, they have to pay them back with interest. And then they take all this entrepreneurial knowledge, and on June 15th, they're going to be running lemonade stands all over the city. So,
Do I get free lemonade anywhere? Like, look at my face, guys. I want some lemonade.
well, these kids, we're teaching them to be entrepreneurs, and these lemonade stands are their businesses. So you got to pay.
In other words, no free lemonade for me. That's okay. That's okay. It's only like $1 a cup anyway. I'll buy 5 cups. Thank you. And congrats. You are about to be a university graduate. How do you feel?
Um,
Oh, no, before you answer that, what's your name and what do you do?
I'm Kirsty. I'm a studio rep here in the college. I mean, I'm in the college as well, but I also work here at the studio. I was formerly an intern here, but now I work part time here.
Yeah. Now, what was the question I asked again? I don't even remember. But tell me. Yeah, I was saying congrats about graduating. How do you feel about that?
About graduation, I feel grateful for it because I've been working hard for it, and I'm happy that I didn't look any courses.
Are you throwing shades? Are
Sorry,
you throwing shades?
no, I'm not.
Are you throwing shades?
But you can always do it, guys.
No, you also work with M3M Studios. What would you say about the studio that somebody should know about?
We do have everything here in the studio, the space, the people, the equipment, everything is here. So if you need any help in your creative projects, you can always give us a call. Even if you don't know anything, we can have like a free consultation for you, and then we can go with it. Like start with it from there.
Check out M3M Studios, guys. 100%. We've been talking about that a whole lot. Now, what's next on the horizon for you?
What's next for me is I will be working full time in another job soon. I'm looking into that soon because I will be graduating in a finance degree or diploma rather, but I'm looking into like using that soon too.
Awesome. Now, as somebody who has moved to Grand Prairie, right? What would you say is the best thing about Grand Prairie, and why should somebody move to Grand Prairie?
The best thing about Grand Prairie is everything is reachable within like 10 to 15 minutes. And then there's a lot of hidden places that you can go to, like just outside of Grand Prairie, you have like Saskatoon, you have like Plaskin, O'Brien Lake. I love going to those places. So it's very good.
To come to Grand Prairie, everything is close.
It is.
Over here. Now let's talk to this young lady right here. She's apparently the reason why my wife is always in those group work. Now tell me, what's your name and what do you do?
I'm Mackenzie, and I'm an intern at M3M Marketing.
Okay. So Mackenzie, have you always been in Grand Prairie or did you move here from somewhere?
Um, I grew up 2 hours north and are like a really small community, but I've lived here for about 2 years.
Weird. And what do you think about Grand Prairie so far?
I love it. Yeah, I live with my sister and my cousins, and I think it's a great community where you are just able to be really like close knit, especially just in like socially and anywhere.
So is this somewhere that you see yourself building a future or is it one of those pit stops that I can't wait to get out of here kind of thing?
So I think I could definitely build a future here, and if not, I'd probably end up moving back home
Yeah.
where I'm closer to my family and everything like that. But otherwise, like this is close enough where I feel like I can build a career here.
So you mentioned that you intern at MTM Studios. Are you a creative as well yourself or
I wouldn't say so. Uh,
no? No, not at all.
I could try, but I don't think I'd be
Well,
very
let us
good.
decide. What's your Instagram?
Oh, Mackenzie Lund.
Go and give her a follow, and then let's see if she's a creative or not, right? Now, is there anybody you'd like to shout out? Like, hey, mom, hey. I'll take it. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, and comment 100%. But thank you so much for talking with me, Mackenzie. 100%. And congrats on your college move as well. And yeah,